Okay, Salt stars Angelina Jolie as the character Evelyn Salt, who's a CIA spy. A Russian shows up to where she works at, and he wants to tell them a story about how there are these high-level sleeper agents. One, of course, being Lee Harvey Oswald, and then he mentions that one of these sleeper agents is going to kill the Russian president during the funeral of the vice president. And his sleeper agent is Evelyn Salt. She's like, I'm Evelyn Salt, I'm not a sleeper agent. Her boss, played by Liev Schreiber, goes, let's talk to her, let's find out. I've known her for this many years, she can't be a sleeper agent. She can't be, a Russian sleeper agent. It doesn't make any sense at all. The counterintelligence guy's like, no, I have to question her, because if she is, we need to find this out now. She then, pseudo-Jason Bourne style, breaks her way out of the CIA headquarters. And then is trying to, one, clear her name, find out who these people are, and at the same time, you don't know if she actually is the Russian sleeper spy who is supposed to essentially assassinate their president during a funeral in New York. And, the movie is essentially that with your twists, turns, your flashbacks. Is she a spy? Is she not a spy? Are there any other sleeper agents? And ironically, for there being a lot, and I mean a lot of people do get shot in this movie. There's not that much in the way of blood. So a lot of it kind of has that really nice cloak and dagger you want to see in a spy action thriller. And I can see why this one got some phenomenal reviews from critics. It is fairly non-stop. The version that I saw, of course, on DVD was the director's cut. So it's done remarkably well. I was watching it and going, initially the role of Salt was offered to Tom Cruise. And I don't know if I could have pictured Tom Cruise in this role. It just would have seemed really weird. It was like watching Mission Impossible. But the level of detail they go for some of the tricks, some of the bizarre things that they do, especially when it comes down to essentially the end game. Where people are put in positions to do specific things, that way they can make absolutely positively sure they can carry out what they call Day X, which essentially would be Russian spies finding a way to destroy America from the inside. People who have had years and years and years of training who wait years, even decades, before they're activated. And I'll be honest, for it being, this sort of movie has been kind of passed, with the exception of the Bourne films. There really haven't been much that makes them at all decent. And Salt was done ridiculously well. None of it's really over the top. It's a phenomenal pace. It's not overly frantic. They do a decent amount of, here's a little bit of, thriller, here's a little bit of suspense, here's a little bit of action, here's some more backstory. It's actually a very, very well crafted movie, and that is Salt.